Hi, I'm Aloysius,
And I'm Joanne.
and in collaboration with Auntie Corinne, we proudly present
Debbie Draw Our Lives.
Yay! Our story begins with my parents getting married in 1981. Almost immediately, my parents were blessed with me. My mother told me it was a difficult birth because back then, the hospital staff were not very attentive.
Ooh.
With much perseverance, I was born on 12 August 1982. It is probably because of this difficult birth, my mother still dotes on me even until today. Thanks, Mommy. Growing up with this family was absolutely wonderful. And it got me to wonder, when would it be my turn to start a family?
I was born to the Cole family on 15 March 1984. Dad thinks it would be easier for me with an English name, so I was named Joanne by one of my relatives. I found out that Joanne actually meant God's gracious gift when I grew up, and I aspire to be that gift to the people I know. Oh, I'm still trying to be a good gift. Haha. This is my family portrait. My paternal granny passed away in 2005. Until today, I'm still missing her. I wish she's here to witness this occasion because she used to tell me how she would see me get married. My family has always been my pillar of strength and really made me who I am today. On a lighter note, that is the imaginary dog that I got Debbie to include. This is probably a more realistic representation without the dog.
With a stroke of luck and a lot of hugging of the Buddha's leg, I managed to get into NUS. During my 4 years of stay, I've always noticed this girl with a very nice back view, but I never had the courage to walk up to her to greet her. It was only until we have graduated, then I finally managed to know her.
On the last night of our graduation trip, this man wanted a picture with me. I obliged. It was awkward because I do not know him, but there he is, his hands on my shoulders like we have known each other for the longest time. I've seriously wanted to chop off his hands for that night.
Being a very shy person,
Bleh.
I didn't dare to talk to her. Many years later, when I heard that she was doing very well at her job, I thought of the best pickup line.
When I received that message, I realized this man has also Facebook poked me a few times. This is so weird, and I super poke him. We progressed to WhatsApp later on because he's working in Malaysia.
I was called back for reservist. As a camp was near her place, I was able to date her almost every other night. On the last day of my reservist, I asked her to be my girlfriend.
I said yes, and the next day, he packed and flew back to KL. How romantic. The next time I see him was a month later when I went over to KL for a visit. My boss then was so worried that he's the head of some syndicates who's gonna sell me to slavery. Of course, things didn't happen that way and I went over a few times. Ultimately, I quit my job and I went over as his receptionist for a month.
What nonsense. I was flying back every weekend to make sure that Joanne feels loved.
Well, only the later part of the relationship.
Anyway, after 2 years of this lifestyle, I finally moved back to Singapore to be closer to her.
I think I sort of threatened him to do so.
Right from the start, I knew that Joanne was the one I wanted to grow old with, and I started to plan for my proposal. She often talks about wanting this golden pig the size of a palm as a proposal gift. In the end, we both realized that we actually had this golden pig all along. It was our car. It was a romantic night when I proposed.
That's so not true.
Oi. With the drizzle singing softly in the background, I presented a scrapbook of our lives, went down on one knee and proposed.
I forced him to kneel.
She still said yes. Hence, after a long journey, here we are on the 8th of March 2014.
Thank you for being here with us at the beginning of our new chapter.
We hope you will enjoy this evening.